Hi, I'm Dicko. Welcome to Can of Worms, and we'll start the show as we always do every single week with our wrong-o-meter. Now, that's an opportunity for us to dive inside the souls of our three guests and get their sense of wrong and right, pick away at their moral fibre and see what they're made of. We're going to give you guys 3 stories from the media this week. All of them have got the media's knickers in a twist too. They're all a bit wrong. It's up to you guys to decide how wrong, Michelle.
How wrong? Is it perfectly okay, the story you hear? Is it a bit wrong? Or is it Darren Lyon's six-pack wrong? Have you seen Mr Paparazzi's six-pack? That is a surgical... It's not even surgical. What they do is they suck the fat out in the shape of abs.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And...
It was more like a designer beer guts, isn't it? Let's face it. Yeah.
They suck the fat out in the shape of abs, so you have to be fat enough to have enough fat to suck out in the shape of abs. Perfect.
Where do I sign up? OK. Wrong-o-meter number 1. It's a little like reading for our kids. What about a new children's book encouraging weight loss? It's called Maggie Goes on a Diet, and is aimed at girls aged 6 and up. So, Denise, the perfect gift for the child you love least?
Oh, wow. That's very, very, very wrong. Nothing else to say, but... Well, then again, I do know a fat kid, so no. You know, when you sit there and think, you are too fat, kid. And no, it's very wrong.
Very wrong?
Yeah.
If that kid's mother really loved her, she'd get fat sucked out in the shape of abs. You can do that now.
What do you think of that, Jason?
Darren Lyon's wrong, 100%. I mean, if they could rephrase it into a healthy eating type sort of...
Or you've got no friends because...
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Correct.
Maggie goes to fitness first, or something like that, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
I'm thinking of this book taking it even further.
Yes.
And you know how you can get your own kid's name put into the book? So instead of...
Great idea.
So Silly Man came down and said you're fat.
OK. Denise, it's up to you. Where are you going to put it?
Well, I'm going to go... Oh, no, look, it's wrong. I have to be... Do you have to be honest or funny?
No,
or just...
both.
It's wrong. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. Yeah.
OK, there you go.
Perfect.
Oh, great. Second story comes from across the Tasman, where a major sponsor of the All Blacks has launched a campaign urging Kiwi sports fans to give up sex during the upcoming World Cup. Now, Jason, rugby and abstinence, 2 things close to your heart, mate. Where would you put this?
Perfectly OK, because I would give up sex for a year to see the Sharks win a grand final. I really would.
You're only saying that because you know you never have to.
Just a year? You're a fair-weather fan, aren't you?
Well, I've had 14 years without. I mean, you know, now it's on tap, don't get me wrong, but with my wife, so yeah, it's good. So definitely...
We'll save that, I reckon.
Now,
save that discussion.
Now,
I'm going to talk about
Amanda,
Yeah.
All Blacks fans are already crazy. Should we really add sexual frustration to the mix?
Why would you ask the fans to do it? I mean, there's lots of talk that the players shouldn't. Why would you ask the fans to do it? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Solidarity. Well, then give them the good abs and the bodies and the women that throw themselves at the players. They get all the drawbacks and none of the great stuff that comes with being an All Black. I don't understand why.
Are you offended or confused, dear?
Well, I'm offended in no way. If people choose to take a sex ban, they just get married, let's face it.
Yes, and I'm thinking I might start barracking for them. It'd be much easier to explain to my husband. You know? Barrack for the All Blacks, can't do it.
So where do you want to put this then, Jason?
I would put it in perfectly OK.
Wow. Perfectly OK. Blimey. OK, women hoping to snag jobs as hosties on an Indonesian airline were forced to strip down to their underwear at interviews to be inspected for undesirable breast implants and tattoos, Amanda. Is that wrong or just good business?
Implants as opposed to good ones.
Yeah.
I think that's following the thing, put this over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. But they said at the time, I saw this story where they said that, you know, the breast implants may explode on a flight. So were they going to start filling up all the passengers too? How do they... What's the point of that? No, I think you'd be a fool to strip off to your underpants when your employee... I mean, sure, I work in television, but it's never happened to me, sadly. You'd be a fool to say, hey, look, I want to check out your boobs and check out your underpants. You go, yes, fair enough, it's because of my job. I know you're a footballer. Have you ever had to cough? Have you ever had to do that cough thing? Not now. I'll wait till I'm holding them. So, no, I think that's Darren Lyon's six-pack wrong to have your breast implants checked out for work.
So, Denise, what do you reckon? Does having tattoos impede someone's ability to say tea, coffee?
I wouldn't think so. That's it.
Jason?
No, because... and why... You know, I'm thinking, are they planning for them to actually wear their underpants and bra during service? Because... Otherwise, what does it matter what the breasts look like underneath?
You'd get a lot more businessmen if that was the standard issue.
It's a tricky one because, you know, say a lady does have the boobies hanging out a little bit and, you know, it's so easy...
We went without sex for 14 years and you call them boobies.
The last time I had sex, they were called boobies. But it's very confusing as a guy because, you know, they come around and it's there in your face and then they offer you head sex. Is it head sex, head sets? What are we doing here?
It's not head sex, no.
It's very easy to confuse.
Not in cattle, anyway.
Very easy to confuse.
So confusing when people with boobies offer you things, isn't it? Confusing.
Just take.
OK, Amanda, where's he going to go?
I think in the completely six-pack wrong. You should not have to strip off to get a job.
I love you guys.
So... Well, we couldn't give a shit if the whole nation of New Zealand goes without a root for the next month. There you go. That's the wrong-a-meter.